Hi, everyone. Karen Richardson here. I've been working on setting up my Canvas course, and I thought you might be interested in kind of seeing the work in progress. And I'll also talk you through a little bit about creating a couple of the things. Again, the Canvas help files are great, and if you haven't used it before, it's probably useful to go through them step by step. But I can just give you a sense of what my course is going to look like. So, this is Tech 100 Computer Technology. You'll notice I did create a header for the course. I like adding some visuals in. Canvas will do a little of that for you, but I like having a header. I believe I used Canva to create that. But you can also certainly find already created copyright friendly images if you want to use them. The main thing I did different from the template that you'll look at is I created a page to use as my home page. So the template starts with all the modules, and some people like that. That way, the minute the students come in, they see the work. I like having a welcome page. I will probably add a welcome video to this page as well. Since it's mostly an online course, I'd like them to be able to see me and hear my voice and welcome them in. So here's how I did that. I created a page, and I'll take you through this, even though I've got my pages. So it'll show me the pages. I'm going to view all the pages. So these are all the pages that I've created, and the welcome page you'll see is set as the front page. I used the sample page that was part of the template, but if you want to create a page, you can always click that, and I'll just make a pretend home page. So I'm going to create this as my home page. I called it welcome. I am going to go ahead and insert that image again. So I called it Google Classroom header. And the nice thing about Canvas is you could just drag and drop right into the box and it will upload the image for you. And then I added just a little bit of text. And as I said, I'm going to add a video eventually, but I don't have it done yet. Um, this is the accessibility checker. And so something's wrong. So accessibility refers to helping people who may be may have certain disabilities, perhaps especially screen readers, so they're have low vision or no vision, but their computer reads to them. So when there's an image on the page, you can add in alt text, and that's what will be read for them. So I'm going to say header image for the course and click apply. And so then Canvas lets me know, great, everything else seems fine and will work just fine for screen readers. So in this case, make sure it's always only teachers who can edit the page, unless for some reason you want the students to be able to edit it. And you can also delay when you publish it. I publish everything and just make it live right away. So go ahead and click Save and Publish. That will make the page live. And then go back to viewing all your pages. So they're all listed there. And you will notice that if you go to this Burt hamburger menu, they're called hamburger menus because it's 3 layers. If you click on that, so there's my home page that I created. If I click on that, one of the options is use as front page. So I'm going to swap. I've already done that for my welcome page. It says remove as front page. I'm going to go ahead and click use as front page. And so now this is listed as my front page. And I go to the home and then it shows up. I did do one other thing. Over here on the right where it says choose home page, I had to go there, and you'll see it says course activity stream. So that would just be sort of a list of everything that had happened in the course. The modules is often the default where when students log in, they see all the modules. You can have the assignment list or you can have the syllabus. I'm picking that page's front page, and it says it's set as the home page. If I want to change that, I can. And then I'm going to click save. So this looks very similar, but now that is set as my home page. So I created a page. and I set it as the home page, set it as the front page, and then went ahead in the settings and said, please, and then went ahead and said, please choose this as my home page, and told it which pages to look for. So that's one little sort of Canvas hack. And then let's go ahead and look at the modules briefly here. So that Canvas is set up mostly to do these modules. I do mine as weeks, so the week generally starts on a Monday and ends on a Sunday. Although I have had some luck with having the week start on a Saturday and end on a Friday. It gives them the weekend to get started on things rather than trying to do it through the week if they're working or so on and so forth. But for now, I haven't put any dates in. So I created these modules. I started with their sample module. I try to keep things pretty quick and easy for them to find out what they need to do. So each week, there's a topic and a to-do list. So in this case, review the syllabus when I've loaded my syllabus up there. Update your profile in your Cardinals Google account. I may come back in here and put a link to in directions for how to do that. Subscribe to the Google Workplace and user training. Notice that's a link. And then introduce yourself in the Flip group. I haven't put the link in there yet, but I can. That's pretty easy to do, but I think a different video. So you'll notice this is already published. It's ready to go. It'll be live for the students. And then if you click the next button, that's going to take you to the next item or the next module. In this case, the next item. I made the Flip introduction into an actual assignment. I added it, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But I made the Flip introduction an assignment. That way it will get graded in the grade book. It'll show up as an item in the grade book. I asked them to Flip as a video tool, discussion tool. So I asked them to introduce yourself to me and your classmates using Flip and told them what to do. And then there's that link that will allow them to access the Flip group. Most of my modules, that's about it. There's a to-do list and there's an introduction. And my first 4 weeks of the course are actually very similar because they're completing this Google training online, and they'll just submit their badges to me. They'll just share the link to their badges. I may turn that into an assignment as well. And then again, it'll be linked into the grade book. Now we're getting into week 5. Things have changed a little bit, but same setup, the week 5 to-do list, and then this is an assignment. So let me go ahead and show you how I set up a module. Now that I've got the modules in place, I just go ahead and duplicate them, but you can go right up here and say, I want to create a new module. So my modules are all named in a similar kind of way. So this is week 6, and I just put that in and click Add Module. It will add it directly to the bottom. As I told you, I always put in a topic. So let me just check here. I didn't do this ahead of time. So our topic this week is the Genius Hour project. So I'm going to go ahead and use the plus sign here. And I just want to add a text header. That's just a descriptor. And in that header, I put what the project is. So this week, it's your Genius Hour project. You're interested in what that is, I'm happy to help you describe that to you. So all of mine start with the to-do list, and that to-do list is a page. And in this case, I'm going to create, so you see all my pages are listed there. I'm going to create a new page, and that page name is week 6, and then to-do list. And I am going to indent this just one level. It'll just push it in one level. So I go ahead and add that. There's no content in it. It's just a page. So I'm going to go ahead and click that page and click edit. And then this is a text box. This will look very familiar to you if you've used Google or any kind of online creation tools. So I try to give them an introduction, and depending on if I have live sessions or not, I may go ahead and put videos in here as well. We'll see how much time and energy I have for doing this. But this course is fairly straightforward. So this week you will be working on your Genius project and practicing using Wakelet. So I'm copying and pasting out of my syllabus here. So this is what is due this particular week. So I'm just going to copy that and go back in here and drop that down. So it tells them what to do. Um, Again, this is more of an email exchange, but I might set it up as an assignment at some point where they would submit the link for me. I may do that. We'll see. And then the second thing they're going to do this week is they're going to view the flip videos that their classmates posted last week. And then do a reply. So I use Flip as my discussion tool. It's video. I think it's easier for people rather than trying to write out a lot of stuff. It works very well for what I call the LOL generation. So reply to at least two of them. And then I would go back here, and this is there. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the link for that. That's the link. And go in here and say link to Flip group. And then I can just highlight that and go up to link and then go ahead and make that a link. And in a minute, I'll show how to make that an assignment as well. So those are really the two things for them to do this week. Again, I go down, it's accessible, only teachers can do it. I do everything live, so I'm going to click Save and Publish. And then when we click back on modules and scroll down to the bottom, we'll see there's week 6. Now, notice these little things. That means this page isn't visible to the students. Let me show you something real quick before I'm going to end this video and start a new one. But up at the right-hand corner is what's called the student view. When you click that, Canvas will show you what your course looks like to the student. So you'll notice all those things that were over on the side there, they're just you. They're just the few things that students can see. And when we scroll down here, we'll notice there's no week 6 module because it's not currently viewable. So I'm going to leave the student view. So it's a good idea every so often to check the student view and make sure that things are live. So this is live. It's got the green arrow, but because this isn't live, you can't see that. And so you just go right up here and choose publish module and all items if everything in it's live. And then if you wanted to turn certain things on and off in a module, you can also unpublish them if for some reason you want to do that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop. This video is probably getting a little long, and next time I'll come back and show you how I create an assignment.